Ever wondered how secure your network really is against the myriad of threats lurking in the digital world? In an era where cybersecurity is more than just a buzzword, understanding the vulnerabilities of your network is crucial. It's like knowing the weak points in your fortress, the spots that the enemy is most likely to attack. But what are these vulnerabilities? How can you spot them? And more importantly, how can you fortify against them? Stay tuned as we delve into the common network vulnerabilities you should be aware of. Network vulnerabilities are weaknesses that expose an organization's network to potential attacks. In essence, they are the chinks in the armor of a network security, the loopholes and gaps that malicious entities can exploit to gain unauthorized access, disrupt operations, or even pilfer sensitive data. Think of these vulnerabilities as the Achilles heel of a network, the weakest link that could lead to its downfall. They can be as simple as weak passwords, or as complex as software bugs and system misconfigurations. But why should we worry about them? Well, the impact of these vulnerabilities can be devastating. From financial losses to tarnished reputations, the consequences can spiral out of control, affecting not just the organization, but also its stakeholders. There's a myriad of network vulnerabilities out there, each with its own unique threats and challenges. But fear not, because knowing these vulnerabilities is the first step towards securing your network. Now, let's dive into the details of some common network vulnerabilities. First off, we have misconfiguration. This is when a device or system is not set up correctly, which can leave it open to attacks. Picture it like leaving your front door unlocked. Anyone can just stroll right in. The problem with misconfiguration is that it's often unintentional. A simple oversight can lead to a significant security breach. To mitigate this, it's essential to have a thorough review process in place for all configurations and changes. Next up is unprotected user accounts. These are accounts that either have weak passwords or no passwords at all. It's like leaving a key under your doormat. It's an open invitation for anyone looking to gain unauthorized access. This can be exploited through brute force attacks, where an attacker systematically tries all possible passwords until they find the right one. The solution? Implement strong password policies, use two-factor authentication, and educate users about the importance of password security. Finally, let's talk about unpatched systems. These are systems that have known vulnerabilities but have not been updated or patched. It's akin to knowing there's a hole in your roof but not fixing it, leaving your house exposed to the elements. Unpatched systems can be exploited by attackers who are aware of these vulnerabilities and know how to take advantage of them. To prevent this, it's crucial to have a robust patch management strategy in place and ensure all systems are regularly updated. These vulnerabilities can act as open doors into your network for anyone with malicious intent. However, by understanding what they are and how they can be exploited, you're already taking the first step towards securing your network. These are just a few of the vulnerabilities that can be found in a network. As we continue, we explore more network vulnerabilities you should be mindful of. Let's delve into insecure network protocols. These are essentially the rules that dictate how data is transmitted across a network. When these protocols are insecure, they can be intercepted or manipulated by malicious entities. Picture someone tampering with your mail before it reaches your mailbox. Unsettling, isn't it? This is why secure protocols are crucial. How can we mitigate this? Simple. Always opt for secure versions of protocols, such as HTTPS instead of HTTP or SFTP instead of FTP. Next up, let's discuss weak encryption. Encryption is like a secret language only you and your intended recipient understand. If your encryption is weak, it's like your secret language being easily deciphered. This can lead to your sensitive data being read, altered, or stolen. The solution? Always use strong encryption methods. Keep up with the latest cryptography standards and ensure your encryption keys are complex and frequently updated. Finally, let's talk about a rather crafty vulnerability: social engineering. This is where a hacker manipulates individuals into revealing confidential information. It's like a magician's trick, a sleight of hand, but with your data. It's trickier to handle than technical vulnerabilities because it exploits human nature. So how do we combat this? Education is key. Make sure everyone in your network understands the signs of a social engineering attempt, such as suspicious emails or calls. Remember, no network is impervious to vulnerabilities, but knowing what they are and how they can be exploited is half the battle won. With the right strategies and a proactive approach, these vulnerabilities can be effectively managed. These vulnerabilities, while common, can be addressed with the right knowledge and strategy. Understanding and addressing network vulnerabilities is a crucial part of network administration. We've embarked on a fascinating journey today, unraveling the intricate web of network vulnerabilities. We've delved into the depths of this critical aspect of network administration, highlighting the common vulnerabilities that can potentially jeopardize the security of a network. From the outset, we've laid bare the reality of network vulnerabilities, emphasizing their pervasive nature. We've peeled back the layers on how these vulnerabilities can manifest themselves, be it through misconfigurations, outdated software, or even poor password management. We've also shed light on the more sophisticated vulnerabilities such as zero-day exploits and advanced persistent threats. It's important to remember that these threats aren't just theoretical. They are very real and can have serious consequences if not addressed promptly and effectively. But it's not all doom and gloom. We've also discussed the ways in which these vulnerabilities can be addressed, from regular patching and updates to implementing robust security protocols and employing a multi-layered defense strategy. Understanding these vulnerabilities isn't just about knowing what they are. It's about understanding how they work, how they can be exploited, and most importantly, how they can be prevented. This knowledge is your most potent weapon in the fight against cyber threats. With the knowledge of these common vulnerabilities, you are now better equipped to secure your network against potential attacks. Remember, the first step towards a secure network is awareness.